I'm going to make a drawstring pouch. Here's the tutorial. So first thing you're gonna need to do is to make 17 chains. Technically it's 15 plus 2 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we have 17 chains right there. Then we are going to be working around the chain. So the first side will be here, and then we're going to work around, and then we're going to work over here. Okay. So let's start. So on the third chain from the hook, you're going to insert your hook. So that's 1, 2, and then 3. So this is the third chain. Yarn over, then insert it on the third chain from the hook. Okay. Then yarn over, go through 1, yarn over, go through 2, and then yarn over, go through 2. Alright, so you're going to continue that. Yarn over, through 1, go through 2. Okay, one more time. Yarn over, go insert it in the hook, in the loop. Yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, and then pull through 2. One more, yarn over, insert it on the next chain. So this is the current chain that you're working on. Now look at the end of that chain, and that's where you're going to insert it. So you're going to work until the end. So now I only have 2 chains left, so I'm going to work 1 double crochet here, and then on this last chain I'm going to work 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Now we're going to work on the other side. I mentioned earlier that we would be working around the chain. So now we're going to work on the other side. So we're going to double crochet and then look for that other V. So earlier, there's the two lines or the V. So this is the other half of it. So you're going to look for it. You're gonna work 1 here, and then I'm gonna show it again. So this is the last chain that we worked on, right? So this is the V, and then this is the other half of it. Okay, so you're going to work on that. Double crochet here. 1, 2. Then we're going to flip it like this. So now this is the V that you're currently working on, or the chain that you're currently working on. Now you're going to work on the next chain. So look for it right here like this. So and then on the very same loop that you made the slip stitch, insert your hook there. So that's still the top of the double crochet that we made. Yarn over, pull through 1, and over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. One more time. So yarn over, then insert the hook on top of the double crochet. We're not gonna insert it like this anymore. We're going to insert it on both loops. Okay? So that's gonna be both loops. Then yarn over, pull through those loops, and then yarn over, pull through, pull through. Then from here on forward, we're going to do 1 double crochet on each part or the last stitch. So I've already worked all around. So the last stitch, so you make a double crochet. So this is literally just 1 double crochet on each stitch, and then on the top of that double crochet, we're going to make another slip stitch to close the round. So yarn over and then pull through the loop, all the loops. Now we're going to have this. Okay, so in this project, this is row 1 and 2. So right now we're in row 2 right here. Okay, so we're just going to continue working on that. Okay, so for every row, you need to make sure that you're counting. So you count, you should have 32 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, and then 32. Now we're just going to continue working the rows. So we're going to do 2 chains, and then double crochet on that same stitch, and then 1 double crochet on each stitch until you reach the end. And then when you reach the end, you slip stitch on the top of double crochet or on the first double crochet. So as always, this 2 chains does not count as a stitch for this pattern. It's just what we call the lifting chain. Right. Now you're going to work 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. For this one, I worked 9 rows of double crochet. Now it's up to you if you want to make it longer, or if you want to make it just short, you can make it up to 8 rows long, whatever you prefer, whichever you prefer. It's completely up to you. Okay, so I've decided I'm just going to make it 8 rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then on this row, this is where I'm going to make a mesh stitch. So this is just the same double crochets, but with the mesh design. So to do the mesh design, we're going to do 2 chains, which still does not count as a stitch. And then we're going to make a double crochet on the very same stitch that we made the slip stitch. And then let's make 1 chain, then skip 1 stitch and make a double crochet on the following stitch. So there, so that's 1 mesh, and then chain, skip 1 stitch, not here, we're going to make a double crochet here, right, and then chain, double, skip 1 stitch, double crochet. So let's just continue doing that until we reach the end. Okay, so now I'm at the last one, so I made the chain, skip, double crochet. Now there's one double crochet here, so I'm just going to make a chain and then skip that and then make a slip stitch on the top of the very first double crochet that I've made. So now I've closed that row. This is where I'm going to insert this drawstring, which by the way is just chains. Make a slip stitch into the chain space, then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then in the same stitch make a slip stitch, or in the same chain space, and then 1, 2, 3, then move to the next chain space. So let's make a slip stitch, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, into the same chain space, let's make a slip stitch. So 1, 2, 3, then move to the next chain space, make a slip stitch. So remember to do the slip stitch, you insert, yarn over, and then pull through. Right. So just do that. The pattern is 3 chain, 5 chain, slip stitch, 3 chain, and then move to the next chain space. Alright, so now I'm on the last chain space. So I'm going to make 3 chains, 1, 2, and 3, and then slip stitch into that chain space. And then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then slip stitch into that same chain space. And then for the last one, so 1, 2, and then 3, and then I'm going to slip stitch into that first stitch that we made to close this row. Alright, and that's how you make the pouch. So just cut the yarn, leave a long tail, and to weave it off, let's just stitch it using your tapestry needle. Let's just stitch it into the project. So just stitch it over here. And then try to hide the stitch on the back part of the project so that you won't see it. There's really no main way of weaving off the end, just as long as you make sure that your project will not unravel while you're using it. Because that's the beauty of crochet, it's very sturdy. But the secret of the crochet project to make it sturdy is to make sure that you are properly weaving your ends off. And then that's it. Now let's go ahead and cut it. And for this, you just make chains as long as you want. Make it as long as you want it. You can use a different color. Maybe I'll use a orange yarn for this, just to give it a little pop. So I'm just gonna make let's say 60 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so now I have 60 chains. And then what I'm just gonna do is I'm just going to insert it into the mesh. So just use your tapestry needle, and then from this side or the other, whichever you prefer. So just in and out, in and out, in and out. Okay, then do the other side as well. In, out, in. Just make it alternate until you reach the other end, and then there you go. Just tie it together. You can use, if you have beads or any other decorative elements that you would want to add into your project, you may also do that. So here you go. There. Now I have my drawstring pouch. Okay.